The 2025 Grist 50 list celebrates 50 individuals from diverse backgrounds across the U.S., ranging from small towns and big cities, as well as from the Caribbean and Midwest regions, whose work is making a meaningful difference and helping to move the needle on climate solutions. One of this year's honorees is Charming Evelyn, a proud Saint Lucian living in California, recognized as a prominent environmental and water advocate. Her work spans all aspects of water management, including addressing water scarcity, promoting water conservation, influencing legislation, and improving water infrastructure. In an inclusive interview with NBC Prime, Evelyn shared that she was nominated by a marketing firm familiar with her work. She was surprised but honored to learn that she had been selected as a Grist 50 honoree. She recounted that she received a call from someone at the firm before the official announcement, who told her there was a high chance she would win due to her impactful work in California.
At the time, I kind of laughed, and she actually is from Puerto Rico, and we spoke about our backgrounds of both of us being from the Caribbean and what it means to live in the USA. And then I got the email, but I was not allowed to share it with anyone until they had done the media blitz. So I really had to keep it internal. I was humbled, but most of all, I was actually proud to do the Caribbean proud.
Evelyn highlighted the dire situation in the Caribbean, noting that the effects of global carbon emissions are most acutely felt by island nations. She believes her work can serve as an inspiration and catalyst for change in St. Lucia and the wider region.
That is the reality. So when I am doing this work, that is in the forefront of my mind. In the forefront of my mind is, how is the Caribbean going to cope with sea level rise? The last time I was in St. Lucia, there were so many cars on the road. And I was thinking, is anyone measuring the amount of air pollution that all of these cars are bringing to St. Lucia? Is anyone looking at the connection between the amount of cars on the road and the amount of asthma that is within the community, or the amount of people dying from different lung diseases and lung cancer? All of these things are interconnected.
She also offered advice to women like herself aspiring to make a difference.
Being educated by those who came before you, the mentors, the people that have walked that path. Sit down with them, have a conversation, ask them, would you be willing to mentor me? Or could you tell me how you got along that path? That is so very important to make human connections, but to open up your mind to knowledge. Bob Marley, everybody knows Bob Marley, and Bob Marley says, mental slavery. And he's correct. We cannot live with mental slavery.
Despite the increasing severity of climate impacts each year, efforts to find solutions continue to advance. Across the globe, individuals are working tirelessly, creatively, holistically, and equitably to address this crisis. Kayla Edwin, NBC Prime.